No, but it was, I seen it before. Oh, because I'm on airplane, that's why. No, no.
We're live.
Yeah! Hello! Look at this. We out here.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Good evening, afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. We got the squad out here, but I believe we will be back after this short advertisement.
What happens when a brand new skater tries really hard tricks before they're ready? The problem is skateboarding is really hard and intimidating. But what if I could show you how to progress the proper way? First try! Here's the thing, you want to kickflip, heel flip, shred the park, but you have to learn how to skate with less risk so you can do it longer. Let's go! What if there was a place where you could level up your tricks, learn how to do all the tricks, have the largest library of tutorials ever, and get help while you're learning with an amazing supportive skate community, all while getting 10% off all your skateboard gear. Braille Army Plus, everything a skater needs. Click the link and start learning to skate.
All right, yeah, guys, welcome to the live skate support. What we do on these live skate support is we watch your videos from the Braille Army Plus membership. So this is a perk of being a part of the Braille Army Plus membership. So if you want to check it out, it's in the link in the description. You get all these awesome benefits, like access to all the SMS volumes, learn how to skate, be part of the community, get access to the private Discord, talk to Aaron, Kyra, and the gang, and learn new tricks, improve, as well as other perks like discounts off the Braille website. Now, gang, we are going to be watching your submissions this week. We're going to be having some fun. We're going to be giving you tips and just vibing. So how is everyone doing today?
What's up, people? What's up, y'all?
Let's get to the first submission. They say my dude bro.
Just wanted to say thank
Dang,
you for
we got no audio right now.
taking your time and looking at this video. I need help with my 360 split.
Dang, we got no audio right now.
Front looking at this video. Or back, and I just can't keep them consistent, you know. I'm a skateboarder from Bakersfield, California, and I just love your videos, so keep it up, man.
Ooh, Mowgli. Oh wait, he's doing it.
Oh, he got it. Yeah, that can be good. That's a solid fight now. Good. Yeah. Woo, that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was pretty close.
All right, Mowgli, we got the homie from Bakersfield. Guys, I apologize. We have a little bit of technical difficulties listening to the audio right now, but we are working tirelessly to bring you the best possible broadcast.
Bakersfield, bro. I want to say, first of all, that your flat ground game is pretty good. I think the only one, besides the straight flip, obviously, that need to work was the shove it, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty solid. With the tray flip, even you got the scoop down on that second try. It flipped all the way around. You just gotta keep trying. It's almost there. But yeah, good job on all the flat ground. It's looking good so far.
Mowgli, what do you think about Bakersfield?
He did great. I think the tray flip, you're at that level because that's your back 180, your front 180, your shove it. They all looked great. And then for the tray flip, it might take some time. It might take longer than a few days, but the more you persist, you will land it. You just got to believe and not give up.
Yeah, I feel like the issue with learning tray flips is like not having enough power to scoop it 360. At least that was my issue growing up. It took me like 2.5 years, 3 years to be able to tray flip. So you're definitely on the right path. You got the power behind it. You just got to get it to where you can scoop it all the way around pretty easily, and with your your weight perfectly centered over it. But it's looking good so far.
Absolutely. I think you're doing a great job with the tray flip. Some things, like they said, I didn't do a tray flip until I was skating for at least like 3 or 4 years. And my first one I actually did off a drop. It's interesting, kick flip, heel flip, all those tricks, I tell people to do it stationary. But tray flip is one where I probably would say it's easier to be rolling, because if you're stationary, it can be really difficult to get the right body weight to position the flick. But some things that with tray flip is maybe off a kicker out of a bank or off a drop can actually really help you get it around, because especially if you're a younger skater, it can be really difficult to get the strength to apply it into the right spot. As you get bigger, you have more strength, but it's really applying. So when you're new to tray flips, it can be hard to get it in there. But off a drop, it gives you a little bit more leeway to get it done. So I think that's really good. You're shredding it. Keep it up. And I like skate.
Yeah, I actually learned my first tray flip off the side of the kicker because I was like too small to be able to like have the power to swing around.
Yeah, that was the same as mine. I did it off the side of a drop, like pretty much like this drop right there.
Yeah.
Almost exactly like that, front side off.
Yep, exactly.
All right, I think we are ready for the next submission. Gabriel doesn't know what you're only like talking to us. Heelflip. We got no audio in here?
So I'm probably not the one to ask for heel flip tips. Let's see.
It's funny.
You guys got heel flips.
I never thought of myself as a heel
Come
flipper,
on,
but lately my heel flip is looking good.
Oh, you're a heel flip guy.
I guess so.
My dog with the heel flip. My favorite. My tip for heel flip, I say 2 phrases to people. Choose where you want to kick and kick very hard. Kick as hard as you possibly can.
Let's run that back.
Let's run it back.
He's just turning back.
Yeah. The board's
Yeah, he's getting the flick really
The
good.
board's turning away from his body.
All right, kick less hard. No, just kidding. But I think maybe choose a spot on the board that is a little bit further off the board. Like maybe experiment with having your foot a little bit more hanging off, a little bit more hanging on. I feel like it going backside is because you're hanging it a little bit more on, and the way that you're flicking, it's kind of pushing the whole board off the axes. If you hang it a little bit more off, maybe you're in there and you can just get that clean rotation. Maybe as well, you're flicking the tiniest bit too early. Like when I say the tiniest bit, I mean like the minuscule, can't even really notice amount. But just really try to get used to it and just try not to let it be drifting away like that. Another thing you could do, try to do a frontside heel flip. I know you can't land a heel flip yet, but just try to do a frontside heel flip. Be like, what happens if I actually try to turn it the other way? And even try a backside heel flip and be like, how do I turn it this way? Then when you get a sense of how to turn the board each way and come back to doing the board normal heel flip, it can definitely help, because now you're like, oh, to turn it all the way around, I kick it like this. To turn it this way, I kick it like this. So that's some tips that I would definitely recommend trying. But you're on the right track. Mowgli's thinks different.
It took me 3 months to learn kickflip, but it took me 1 week to land heel flip. And let me show you. Right there, that's perfect. All right, so whenever I did heel flip, I kind of made sure that I felt that, like, just right there by the arch, or is that the arch? Right there, well, you know what it is. It's like right there where you see what's going on with my feet. Like it looks like it's grabbing it, like that. That's what I'm doing. But I usually did that when I first started to heel flip, because when I would pop and I would try to flick, it felt like I was already grabbing it, and I would just kick down, and then it made sense. Once I flipped one, I knew that wasn't the way, but it helped me understand how to flip it and stay above it. And because of a kick flip, I knew how to bring my foot back. So that's my tip. Try to have grab it with your foot, if that makes sense. Like you're not really grabbing it, you're just like kind of putting all your toes on the board and like going down. And then when you pop, But don't forget the back foot. Everyone always forgets the back foot. Your back foot is key. Make sure that when you pop, it just stays above and you don't just put your foot out and go back to the ground. But that's my tip for like helping you flick it and understand. Because like I feel like if you're seeing flick, you feel progression. And if you feel progression, you stay motivated to continue to do the trick.
Can we see the heel flip, please, kind sir?
I'm hurt.
I can try one. I might get bodied, but I'll try it. This is for you guys right here.
You ain't gonna get bodied on a playground.
Milan Primo, Yoshi downbeat, and go home. All right. So like Mowgli said, I'm gonna hang my toes off a bit, just over the edge of the board, and then I'm gonna pop and flick in like a 60-degree angle towards the nose. Let's see if that works out. That worked out great. Let's see if I can get another one. Nice. I gotta start heel flipping more.
All right. Choose. Okay, this is what you do. Look at the board. Say, this is my enemy right here. I hate this thing here. And then just really try to, we're just gonna like kick like right into there. But honestly, the best tip for any trick is to just try a billion times. So guys,
I cleaned the Vaseline.
what I say for people to learn how to kickflip is I say, go off, try 100 kickflips 100 times a day. Sorry, try for 100 kickflips for 100 days. If you come back to me in 100 days and say, hey, I didn't land it, I don't believe you because you will do it. If you put in the attempts, you can do any trick. So heel flip is the same. Keep it going. Keep present and thinking about all the different possible things. Watch other people do it. Watch it in slow-mo. Watch yourself in slow-mo. And then just really try to think about everything.
I agree.
All right.
I hope that helps.
I think we're ready for the next vid.
The tennis ball, look at
Oh,
that. Dang. Duct tape gang.
I like that.
It's like retirement home skateboard set everything. Oh, I see what happened. See one more time. Yeah.
That made sense.
It's not bad. You're getting the back wheels up, so that's really good.
What do you think's happening, Mowgli? You said you know what's going on. You said that makes sense?
Well, I was watching
think
it
I
on
know.
the phone and it was slow. All right. So whenever you're alling,
Oh, you know.
This foot's just kind of staying still. Like I'll just do it Ollie.
Yeah, please.
You're doing this.
Ollie is important, gang.
You're doing exactly that, which is great because you have all 4 wheels are above. So you're doing. But what would help is when you ollie, if this foot, as it's going up, you slide it and you level the board out, and this foot just goes up too. Because like if this foot is pushing it down to level it, not like down, but as you're ollieing, just like push forward to level the board, and this foot goes up, just level.
So like using your front foot to kind of teeter the board.
Yeah.
Level the other.
That's what was going on. Other than that, that was great. That was a great ollie.
Yeah, the hardest part is getting the back wheels up, and you got that part down. But yeah, like you're saying, you got to also maybe when you're sliding your front foot up, apply more pressure downwards once you're in the air to kind of level the board out. That's pretty much all you need to do. In my opinion.
Yeah, I would. I'm trying to remember how I just saw it. Yeah, I would say probably what Mowgli said. The sliding up, like I don't even know how to. Let's see. So Mowgli was saying, your foot is up, is going like you pop. This foot's kind of going like this. So the board is going a little bit up with you, but then it kind of maxes out. So like when you pop, really make sure you get a good slide with your foot like this. And then once you get to like the apex of your jump, push down a little bit and lift your back foot up a little bit. And it should, instead of going like this, it should go like this. And then
Definitely don't forget to lift your back foot up because the back of your board's only going to go as high as your back foot goes in the
Tennis ball gang. I love it. I love the ingenuity. You know, we tested a few products like that, but I say put the duct tape. I say cut the tennis ball. That's absolutely perfect. Practicing on the carpet like that is a really, really good idea. So shout out to you for doing that.
I was just gonna say there's someone in the comment section that says the first problem is that it's on carpet, and I disagree because they're beginning and they want to get comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you wouldn't even get yourself to try it. And on concrete, it's a lot easier to slip out, especially not having tennis balls. Like the tennis balls are there to help him stop moving, and it just stays still. Like I can see what you mean. That carpet probably would restrict him from like actually popping a proper ollie, but the whole point of the tennis wheels is to help him like understand and feel the confidence and get that ollie, and that's where we're going from. So I don't think it has to do with the carpet, in my opinion.
I definitely agree with Mowgli. Carpet, if you're trying to do the highest ollie possible, you're trying to ollie 1 meter high in the air, do not do it on carpet. But if you're just trying to learn how to ollie, carpet is absolutely fine. Yes, it will hinder the popping sound. It will hinder the pop the tiniest little bit, but we're not trying to pop. We're trying to figure out the technique of ollieing to ollie, which is what this is all about. So carpet, grass, fantastic idea. All right, so what I was going to say is I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think you're really getting the hang of it. The only thing you really need to focus on is there's the three elements, right? Hopping down, sliding this forward, and just overall jumping up. Some people tend to forget about the jumping up because we always say, do this, do this. But if you literally just do this, you never actually get an air. You do need to remember to be doing those and jumping. So we go down there and jump. But what I think is really more important is it's about the timing. It's about the relationship to this, and the jump. Once you keep practicing it, and you'll get a feel for the timing, and then you can just really effortlessly create that lift and get the board in the air. All right, I think we're ready for the next one. Whoa. Boom.
Really good.
Big ollie. I like this a lot.
Good.
Very, very good. What do you think, Flo?
That was money. Solid.
Easy.
I'm gonna say.
I will say.
No,
sorry,
you
I'm
say.
snaking Chris.
I snake you on accident. Sorry.
That was perfect. Just keep doing that like 10,000 times. Just keep skating. You'll have fun, and you'll get better at all of this because you're obviously past like the hardest part. You can ollie. You ollied over like the little pieces of wood. So just keep at it, and then you just will get better and better naturally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good job. You cleared it. You popped over. Sweet. The thing that I could provide to make it better would be because I noticed you kind of like turned a little bit front side, so you really want to like straighten out your shoulders a little more and just keep your body sideways when you pop in. Try your best to not turn. It might help to practice and just try and turn the other way, like flat ground, just stationary, something like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the only issue is you kind of turned a little bit. You still made it, you still rolled away, but if you want better ollies, try and keep it more straight, I would say. And that can be kind of awkward because for me, when I first started skating, I was actually, before I could ollie, I was able to pop in frontside 180 for some reason because I felt like it was more natural for me to turn that way. So it can be kind of hard to correct that, but yeah, other than that, it was great. You didn't clip, you rolled away, it's good.
Mowgli, how do you backside 180? No,
Oh yeah, someone in the chat is asking how to back 180. I guess I'll briefly go over it. It is, I'm sorry if I butchered this, it's Bonche. Bonche. Is that French?
Yeah.
Okay. So for a back 180, this is how I approach it. Everyone's different. They can do how they want. There's actually two ways that I go about it. So one, I just get comfortable and I put my back foot is all on the tail. I make sure that it's covered up. And then I give it like maybe 1 inch away from my foot. My front foot right here is 1 inch away from actually covering the board. That for me, that actually allows me just enough space so whenever I ollie and I extend my front foot to help me guide and as I'm turning my shoulders, it doesn't just come off like that. So I do that, and then I'm already rotating with it, and I throw all my weight to my back, and that's whenever I'm jumping down something, I make sure that I fully rotate. And depending on if it's a long gap or off something really big, I tend to go really like slow rotation if it's something big. If it's a long gap, I actually just I go really fast, and then I kind of like tweak the ollie just so the rest of my body can rotate. So like what I'm trying to explain is whenever I rotate, my feet and the board are actually already diagonal, and then I fully turn all the way with it. But on flat, this is how I first learned it. I did this. Revert. It's like I felt like I was cheating, so let me explain. I did this. Game special right there. Yeah, I call that like the beginning stages of learning back 180 for me. So like I basically did that, and I slightly did like a nose manual power slide revert thing, and that was just to get my brain understanding how to like get that motion down. And once I did that a good amount of times, I started realizing that that's not how it works when you jump downstairs, because at the time I really liked jumping downstairs. So I had to actually ollie and then fully turn. But that's how I back 180. I don't know how any of these guys back 180.
I kind of learned a little different. I learned pop shove-its first. And for me, I thought it was super awkward to like ollie and turn backside. So what I kind of did was just visualize it as a pop shove and just spin with it. So that's kind of how I approached it. Eventually I was able to do it. And then as I got better, when I had more control of my ollies, I was able to kind of like do like a 90-degree ollie and then like use like my hips, my legs to like turn it the rest in the air. And that's actually how I do it like over gaps and downstairs. Because instead of like doing a spin the whole way in the air, I feel like I have more control when I ollie 90 degrees, and then when I like am approaching the ground, I kind of turn it mid-air. But you need to have really good control of your ollies for that. So hopefully, maybe you try visualizing as a pop shove that you're spinning with, and then you can kind of get the motion together. Hopefully that helps you. That's how I did it.
Homie with the stick. Yes, I love it. Incremental progress. That's what I tell everyone. You learn ollie on carpet or grass. Phase 1. Phase 2, you learn ollie on concrete. Sick. Let's go. Phase 3, you learn ollie rolling slow. Yes. Phase 4, you learn ollie rolling slightly faster. Let's get it. Phase 5, you roll, you draw a line on the ground or a crack, ollie over the crack. Then you put a piece of wood there, ollie over the wood. Then you stack up the wood. That's where homie's up to. Boom. So keep it going. Maybe we're ready for a board next time, but that's the best. I really like that. All right, I think we're ready for the next one. I'm struggling to perfect an ollie. I find leveling the board.
I'm struggling to perfect an ollie. I find leveling the board in midair challenging. My board always spins sideways and split a deck in half. It was a horrible landing.
Okay. Split a deck in half. Broke a board? Dang. Yeah.
Got the wheels up though.
All right, can we see that one more time?
Let's see.
I'm examining. Boom. I mean, that was good. That was
a good
sick.
Beginning stage ollie.
That was very good. I feel like what we were saying to last homie about the 3 phases, pushing down, sliding your foot, and jumping up. I feel like we gotta focus on jumping up phase for this homie. It looks like the technique of popping and sliding the foot is pretty good. Timing's pretty good. But we just gotta remember the up energy. We gotta be lifting our whole body, jumping into the air to actually get the board into the air. But I think that was really good. That was looking real good. Get out there, shred another 100 ollies for 100 days, and then you be ollieing over the trash can.
I agree with that. I think just keep practicing. I think it might be a little bit easier if you're rolling to not turn. But if you keep turning, do the exact same thing, everything exactly the same, but be mindful of your shoulders and try to keep your shoulders in line with your board. And then when you're ollieing, try to keep your foot just going straight out this way. Like, keep your foot going straight out. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you might you're putting your foot out, but it might just naturally be going to one side. And if you make sure your shoulders are in line with your board and you make sure your foot sliding directly in a straight sideways motion, I think that'll knock out your problem and you'll be able to land perfect.
JD in the chat.
Shout out to you, JD. JD did the best trick I've ever seen on vert yesterday. I don't know if he posted on his Instagram or not yet.
Yeah, he sent it to me.
Yeah, he learned a new trick. That was amazing.
You didn't send it to me, JD.
Yeah, what the heck,
here.
JD?
We were here.
You were here.
We did it. We were here
I
when
filmed
he did
it. I got the
he was here?
angle.
Yeah, we were here.
All right. I think we're ready for Lucky Lost submission. Guys, we're doing this every week. You can join the Braille Army Plus in the description, but let's take a look at this Lucky Lost. Yeah, shredding. JD. Boom.
I don't got nothing. Hey, JD.
Yeah.
Needs help us with this.
All right, JD is in the chat. Boom. Oh!
I can't do that. I got nothing.
trying.
Front three.
Oh, that's beyond me.
Yeah. I got nothing.
All right, let's go to the vert ramp. Yeah.
Oh, JD.
Let's go to the vert ramp and we'll give you the quick demonstration. And just kidding, we cannot do that. That's awesome. You're absolutely shredding, carving up the bowl. That looks really, really good. I love to see it. Looks like you have really good confidence, really good power and authority over the skate park. I think just keep carving it up, keep feeling comfortable. The airs are really sick. You know, what's good about skating bowls like that is you can progressively airing over the hips sort of like towards the top, then you can go higher and higher and higher, then even go above the coping. But for the front three, I mean, I think it was looking really good. But maybe the same thing, you know, you could do it a little bit lower down, just focus on the spin and getting it into fakie. But yeah, that was really sick. Let's see if JD has said anything in the chat.
He has piano lessons.
Dang, JD, you gotta focus on piano, dog.
He do be shredding on
He
piano.
says I gotta do piano right as the vert starts. Well, all right, gang. I think that is gonna be it for us for another week. We will. Oh, you got something to say, man?
Yeah. A lot of you don't know where to submit your clips. Here it is. Every time we are live and you want to enter like your clips so we can watch them and give you advice, right here. Always look for those 103 people. You're in the chat right there, Braille Army, and there's going to be a link right there. You can submit your clips.
Amazing. All right, gang, that is going to be it. Make sure you consider checking out the Braille Army Plus membership. It has all those benefits like we talked about, SMS, private Discord, and you can submit your clips right here. But thank you guys for being with us. We hope this helped. We love watching your clips, and we will be here same time next week.